Hello, I am Adamos. I am here with Lenses to do a little demo on how Lenses and GitOps can help empower your different teams so that they remain independent and productive without losing the overall control of your streaming platform. So let's go through a simple scenario. The one we're going to visit is the issue of managing topics. So in this scenario, we have two feature teams, red and blue, and one platform team. Ideally, we would like to be in a situation where both teams, red and blue, have the capacity to manage their own topics under certain constraints, while at the same time offering a control process so that the platform team remains calm and in control of the health of the Kafka infrastructure. So let's jump into the demo. Here with our Lens environment, and I'm signed in as an administrator. So what we're going to do is we're going to use Lenses access control and groups in order to ensure that each team has the correct permissions in what they can do with Kafka topics. So I'm going to jump to the admin section and I'm going to have a look at the groups. I've already done some preparation work, so we can see that there's a blue team group and there is a red team group. If I dive in, now we use the Lenses data namespaces to specify that the red team can only have access to topics that start with red underscore. And we can see here that we allow all the data related permissions, but only for this type of topics. So that's how we ensure that this team will only be able to do anything on red topics. We do exactly the same for the blue team. So we can have a look here. We see that we have another data namespace with a blue underscore star. Now, when it comes to users, we've created one dummy user for each of the groups. So for the blue, we have the blue whale user. And if we go back to groups and to the red, we'll see that for our users, we have the red baron user. Great. So now that we have our setup of two teams and some users in the teams, we can start thinking about GitOps. How can we automate management of topics across these teams? So to do that, we'll use the Lenses service accounts, which are basically dedicated accounts for programmatic access to the Lenses API. And here, if I look for GitOps, I've created two service accounts, one for the blue and one for the red team, that have, as you can see here, they have specific rights based on a particular group. So by using the blue team group, we make sure that this service account, the blue GitOps, can only do what that group can do, which is basically only touch blue topics. Great stuff. All right, so let's actually move to what it would look like right now for each of the two users, the red and the blue. Okay, I'm here and logged in with the blue whale user that we talked about earlier. And if I go to topics, I will see that right now there's only one blue topic. Okay, the same thing we've done for the red one, which we'll see right now. Okay, here I've logged in with the red baron. And if we go to topics, again, we see that there's a red example. So in both, for both teams, there's an example topic starting with the correct prefix so that it belongs and it's visible to that team. Right, so now we're going to move to GitOps. So Lenses, with the help of Lenses CLI, allows you to export all of the Lenses configuration into YAML files. So here we have a GitHub repository, and we've already exported the existing configuration. So if we dive in here, we'll see that there is the red example YAML file, which specifies the topic that we just saw. The same thing happens in the blue team, which we can see over here. So we have another GitHub repository completely separate, and this is to showcase the idea that the teams can have full control of their GitHub repositories and they don't need to know about each other. And in the blue side, we have the blue example. Great stuff. So now, how would it look if we wanted to introduce a new topic? So for that, we have on the blue side a pull request of somebody wanting to add a new topic. And here it is. We're gonna create a whale topic apparently. And let's have a look at the files. So we're introducing a new file here where it specifies the name and the configuration. And for example, in this particular topic, we're going to have two partitions. So the idea is that with GitOps, we should be able to automatically, once we approve this pull request, do the change management and have the topic created. So if I could just go ahead and merge this pull request. Great stuff. So then I go here to the code. Yep, it's all nice and merged. And now if I go to actions, we will see that there is an GitHub workflow that's been spawned, which actually takes care of deploying the topic via Lenses to our Kafka environment. And we see that it's already done the work, it's complete, and it's stopping the containers. So if I jump into Kafka now, through Lenses, and I reload, there we go, we've got the blue whales already. It was that easy. Can we do the same for the red team? Let's see. So where's the red team? The red team is here. We also have a pull request here. And of course, since we are the red team, we have to talk about things red. So there's a red baron topic here. Let's have a look at the file. Yep, there's a new file for the red barons topic, and now with 3 partitions. Okay, so let's merge it. Done. So in the same way, there we go. We have a Git flow automation happening. And we can see that it's already created the topic and it's complete. So if we go to the red baron and we update, here we go. Red barons is there. Again, it's that easy. So how do we do it? What's the magic? Okay, so this is possible by combining 2 things. GitHub's automation through workflows, and then the Lenses CLI. So I mentioned that the Lenses CLI allows you to export stuff from Lenses, but it also allows you to import things. And if we have a look at the GitHub workflows, which basically is a way of describing simple automations. So in the we are on the red repository, and we have created a workflow here. There we go, which is very easy to set up. We're basically saying that the workflow is going to be looking for changes in master. This is some rudimentary configuration on getting a container, which already comes with our Lenses CLI. And then basically to check out the code. And finally, this is the juicy bit of actually using the Lens CLI to import the topics using the service accounts that we've set up. So you can see that we are saying that we're importing the topics, we're specifying the directory within the repository to read the configuration from, and then we have 2 parameters, the host of the environment, which is our enjoy environment, and then the service account, which is the red team service account. So we would expect exactly the equivalent for the blue team, but with a different folder and of course a different token. And we can verify that if we go to here. There we go. So here we have the blue team token, and of course we're picking this up from another directory. It could be any directory. And this directory is in the repository, and this is the structure that Lenses follows for the different types of configuration that it manages. So from that point on, Basically, it's extremely simple. Upon a change, we have the Lens CLI that gets kicked off and imports the existing in code base topics to Lenses. So everybody's happy. But we've seen the happy path, right? Of the red team importing red topics and the blue team importing blue topics. So does this actually work? Does it actually restrict teams from doing the wrong thing? So let's have a look. And in the red, I believe we have, yes, somebody has tried to subvert our system here. So they're trying to sneak in a blue topic, even though they are a red team. So if I create a pull request here, all right, and have a look at the files. So here I'm introducing a file with a new topic that has a very different naming convention, and it starts with blue, not red. So we're hoping that because of the access control that we've set up on Lenses, even if we pull this one in, because we're doing it as a red team, it will not actually happen. So let's try and see if this is going to work or not. Okay, so let's go to actions. Yep, we have the automation working. And there we go. So it failed. And it failed why? Because the supplied authentication is not authorized to access this resource. So there we go. Just with a very simple way, it's only taken us a few minutes, we've managed to set up two teams with different namespaces and enabling them to curate their own section of topics without interfering with another, and ensuring at the same time that they cannot sort of get in the way of each other or have more access than they need. And because this is all in Git, it's up to us if we want to have this in one repository, in different repositories, and whether we want to involve the platform team as part of the change management with pull requests. And that is GitOps with Lenses. Hope this helps. Thanks.